President Biden has just approved a major disaster declaration for our wildfires.
The new approval is for the Dixie and river fires and impacts Nevada, Placer, Plumas, and Lassen counties. This means federal assistance will be available for temporary housing and home repairs, along with low-cost loans and other programs. The governor's Office of Emergency Services says other fires might be added soon in another request. Good evening. I'm Chris Thomas.
And I'm Madison Wade. Thanks for joining us. Right now, there are 12 large wildfires burning across California. The closest to our area in Sacramento continues to be the Caldor Fire, burning in El Dorado County. It is now knocking on the Lake Tahoe Basin's door.
Smoke has been very hazardous at the lake. Just look at that. This is a time lapse taken from today. Officials say if the Echo Summit area to Twin Bridges goes under evacuation order, South Lake Tahoe will be on a warning. A community meeting was just held in South Lake Tahoe tonight.
We are going to keep the community safe. That is our job. Let us worry about it. You're going to be informed well when it is time to do so.
And look at that. Night flying helicopters are helping firefighters on the front lines. According to Cal Fire, the Caldor Fire is the nation's #1 firefighting priority right now.
And Cal Fire says the Caldor Fire continues to grow, mainly towards Highway 50 and Twin Bridges. This is a look at the fire tonight from the Sierra and Tahoe ski resort camera.
More than 122,000 acres have burned, and containment is now up to 11%. More than 460 homes have been destroyed, and more than 17,000 homes still remain threatened. And so thousands of people are evacuated with no idea when they can return.
And ABC 10's Van 2 is joining us live from an evacuation shelter in Placerville tonight, hearing from people that are still living out of their cars. Van.
Well, Madison, the Caldor Fire has forced the evacuation of 24,000 people in El Dorado County, some as long as 10 days since the fire ignited. Now, many staying here at the Red Cross shelter at the Green Valley Church in Placerville say they are grateful for the community support, but anxious to get home if they have a home to get to. But Cal Fire officials say that homecoming may be weeks away.
We're in the midst of a disaster.
For the past few days, Jesse Wagster and his dog Jake,
He's a good dog, though,
have been living out of his Cadillac.
I found out that when you sleep in your car too much, your feet swell up.
The 64-year-old from Pollock Pines, who walks with a cane, is thankful for the Red Cross and community volunteers.
So they lent me that cot, and I can lay down flat, and that'll make a big difference for me.
Who have made his life as an evacuee more bearable.
It's just been overall, I think, something that kind of united the community, even though it's a huge disaster.
As the Caldor Fire enters its 10th day, he's among tens of thousands anxious to get home.
Oh, can't wait, yeah. Everybody wants to go home. I'm sure we all want to go home.
But fire crews are in the roads. It's like this scene off Grizzly Flat Road in Somerset Tuesday evening. Hand crews suppressing active fire and helicopters dropping retardant overhead. And in areas already devastated, hazardous conditions remain. Crews must secure utilities, down poles, and damaged trees.
Please be patient with us as we work towards getting you into your properties to check.
Cal Fire officials say areas near Grizzly Flats, Pollock Pines, and Kybers are still too dangerous for people to come home. There's no estimate when it could happen. And Chris, Madison, the need is great. The Red Cross has even opened another shelter in El Dorado Hills at the Rolling Hills Church. And here at ABC 10, we stand for you. Some reminders for wildfire evacuees that there are new laws for insurance companies in California that they must pay out at least 2 weeks of additional living expenses. Now we have many more tips, wildfire survivor tips on abc10.com with these new laws. Back to you.
Oh, Van, thank you so much. And our hearts go out to everyone behind you tonight as they brave and wait to go home.
Well, let's get you over to meteorologist Tracy Humphrey now with some hopefully good news in the firefight.
Well, we do have some good news. We're not talking about gusty winds. We're not talking about excessive winds moving back into the forecast. And we are also talking about some cooler than average temperatures. So all of those things bode well for firefighters, at least for now. Here's the latest with the Caldor Fire. And I do want to point out the hot spots. Anytime you see a red spot there, that is telling us that we have had some thermal imaging within the last 12 hours. So you can see that on the northeastern side of this particular fire, on the southeastern side, and even on the western side of the Caldor Fire. Now, winds have been predominantly coming in out of the southwest, pushing it mostly to the northeast, as well as the smoke driving it into the South Lake Tahoe area. Right now, winds are fairly calm near the fire and also fairly calm in South Lake Tahoe. But of course, that's not going to remain the same. We're going to see the opportunity for more in the way of some warmer temperatures coming back into the forecast this weekend.